is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Last video of the day, I give y'all that Joe Ingles. He ended up getting his contract extended at the end of the day. This is a guy that we all love. He looks like somebody's dad out there playing. I ended up seeing him play when he played against the Milwaukee Bucks, and it was pretty cool to see him. This is a guy that just got a 1-year, $14 million extension with the Jazz. He was able to get him 12 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And they have shown that he is the perfect glue guy between him, Donovan Mitchell, and Rudy Gobert. I think he's going to have a lot more fun this year with a more up-tempo offense and another guy that can create shots. And Mike Conley, a guy that can knock down floaters, a guy that can collapse the defense, and a guy that can feed Gobert but also feed Ingles in the corner and at the top of the key. Ingles is the perfect role player. He's a guy that has really went out there and played his game, and he has really evolved. Every year he has gotten better. He has challenged himself to get better. He became a better passer. He became a better rebounder. He became a knockdown three-point shooter, and you have to give him credit for all those things. And he wasn't the guy that a lot of people bet on, or a lot of people thought he was going to change the game, or he wasn't a franchise player. He knew what he was, and he found out and made ways to revolutionize his game and evolve as a player to where now he's here. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody's saying he's underrated because he's not trying to be something he's not. He's not an all-star. He's not a superstar. But what he is a player that knows his role, and he excels at that, and he accepts that. And when every time they need him to improve or add something to his game, he has done that over the last couple of years. And I have nothing but respect for a guy like Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is a guy that has done it, and he has competed in playoff series against the Houston Rockets. He has competed in playoff series against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where he wasn't backing down for Paul George. Paul George was one of the baddest players in the league these last couple of years, and Ingles was talking back to him. He was going at him. He was telling him, "I can stop you. I can defend. I'm not scared of you." And those are things you want. You want that toughness. You want that mental toughness, and you want people to play hard. And that's something that you can never question from Joe Ingles because he has done it each and every season. So I'm happy that he stayed with the Jazz. He's an integral part of this team. He's an important part. He's a guy that really makes this team click and makes this team work because he fills in their holes and he does the small little things that guys like him should do. And he has been able to do that each and every season, and I have to give him respect and credit for that. And I love it. And there's nothing really bad that you can say about Ingles. There's really nothing bad because he is just that solid of a player. So in my personal opinion, I want to see more, and I don't see a reason why he would leave Utah at this point, just because when you look at the direction they're going in, they're getting closer and closer to being a championship team if they're not already. I like the roster moves that they made. I like the personnel changes they made. I like Quinn Snyder as a coach. I think that he is one of the best coaches in the league. I have said that for years, that I trust him, I believe him, and I think that he has something that works. He found a way to incorporate Donovan Mitchell into the offense to become a focal point and a go-to scorer. He has found the ways to use Rudy Gobert and maximize his talent and put a guy like Rudy Gobert in situations where he can be successful while also making the team a lot better. And he has built a scheme with his coaching staff that has made Rudy Gobert the back-to-back defensive player of the year and anchoring that defense. And it's kind of crazy to see the things that they have done in a city like Utah with the talent and the draft picks they have made. Rudy Gobert and Joe Ingles being a smart pickup and taking a gamble on Donovan Mitchell and giving him the opportunity and letting him be who he is by finding ways to make him better and enhance and improve his game. And that's coaching. And you have to give Quinn Snyder credit for that. And he has found a way to
continue to encourage and empower Joe Ingles to get the best out of his game, but also finding ways to utilize his skill set to the best of his ability and get the best out of Ingles. And now we all saying he underrated. Now we all know who he is because he excels at that role. So I love me some Quinn Snyder. He deserved the contract extension. He is one of the best coaches in the league, and I know he's happy because when you look at this roster, they don't really have that many holes. They don't really need too many things. It's just about going out there, competing, and seeing where it gets you. I wouldn't be surprised if Utah was the number one seed in the West. I wouldn't be surprised if Utah was in the Western Conference Finals. They don't have the Kawhi Leonard. They don't have the LeBron. They don't have the Steph Curry. But what they do have is a system, and they do have players that know where to be on the court and how to get those other guys involved, how to get those other guys in the spots that they need to be in so they can be successful. And they have done that. This is a team that has only lost to the Rockets. And the Rockets is a team that gave Golden State the most competition in the last 3 years. So that's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to pout about. And if you look at this team, they can compete against the Rockets. They just as good as the Rockets, in my personal opinion. But where they excel at is their defense. And having a guy like Mike Conley that can really get us his own shot and really give a break to Donovan Mitchell where he's so predictable because everybody knows that he wants to score. He has to work his butt off to get to those spots and really create a shot for this Utah team. That's not the case because you have another guy can do that. And with Joe Ingles being an excellent passer, knowing when to throw the lob, knowing when to keep the ball moving, knowing where everybody is on the court, he fits perfectly with this team. And when you're giving him the type of money you're giving him, it's worth it because at least you know he fits, you know how to utilize him, and you know what he can do, and you know you can count on him. So this is a no-brainer for me. I'm surprised it wasn't a longer deal. I understand that Joe Ingles is a little bit older than what you would like, but I don't really see too much significant age in his game just because he understands the game and he has a guy like Rudy Gobert and other players to really cover up for a lot of his holes. And even if he gets older, I mean. So, with that being said, I like Joe Ingles. I don't really have much negative to say about him. I like the direction that this Utah Jazz team is going. I love what they have done as a front office. And the biggest gamble they took was honestly trading for Mike Conley. I thought they should have did it at the All Star break. They didn't. They got it done this off season, but I think that's a lot better because you get the whole camp to get to know each other, practice with each other. You get the preseason together, and now y'all have more chemistry. Y'all know more of the system. You don't have to worry about him trying to learn on the fly, trying to understand the players, trying to understand what their pros and cons is, and how to get the best out of them. Because that's what a point guard does. You don't have to do that because he figured it out in training camp and they figured it out and tried some things in preseason. Now it's just about getting the best out of each other and just going to war. Mike Conley is a guy that has went to the Western Conference Finals and has, got swept, but they made it there. So I love this team, and I feel like this is a team that really fits Utah. And Joe Ingles is a huge part of that, and they let him know that by giving him this 1 year extension. It is kind of funny because it's only 1 year, so you only got one more year after this season, but it's still important to know that they're committed to him. They feel like he's a part of the identity, he's a part of the brand, he's a important part of the culture that they have built these last couple years in Utah. And he has shown that, and they have shown a little bit more commitment towards that. And a lot of players want to have that flexibility to become a free agent earlier so that they can get longer term deals and they can, try out and test free agency. But like I said, when you look at this team and how it's built and how they're coached, it's going to be hard not to see Utah as one of the serious contenders in the NBA. And I was a person that had Utah in my top three in the Western Conference. That's how much love and respect that I have for you guys, Utah fans, and the team that y'all have built. But now it's just time to see how it fits, seeing if they can stay healthy and seeing if they can go out there and compete with the powerhouses in the West. I feel like they're one of them, but we still got to see it, and we still got to see how the season play out. But this is a season that you're very excited for the Jazz. They have had that good of an off season, and they have made the moves. They have literally found a way to get better offensively without having to sacrifice so much defensively. And they still have their main two players in Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, and now they have that guy Joe Ingles locked up a little longer to go along with those contracts that they already extended, and Donovan Mitchell obviously on his rookie deal. So they still got flexibility in the future, and they still have to see how the team goes. So I'm really excited to see this team play. I'm really excited to see how they go and what really happens. At the end of the day, if you're a Jazz fan, you got Joe Ingles locked up. You still got Gobert. You got Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Bojan, and all of them down there. Whew, y'all gonna have a fun season this year, and it's gonna be fun watching that defense, but it's also gonna be fun watching them buzz people, but offensively, which we could see them struggle and try so hard to score, and they ain't gonna have that problem. Hopefully this year, they shouldn't have that problem, I should say, and that should make it a better watch for us and the Utah fans, as they gonna be more exciting and more fun to watch. But let me know what you guys think about Joe Ingles. Let me know what you guys think about Rudy Gobert and this Utah team. Do you think they're serious contenders? Do you think that this is a move that they didn't have to make? Do you think that it's glad that they added Joe Ingles for another year and are not really paying them that much money compared to other players? And do you think that this team can win the West? Will they be in the Western Conference Finals? Or is a lot of people overrating the Utah Jazz? Or, is people sleeping on the Jazz? Whatever you feel, let me know in the comment section below. I read every comment. Quinn Wait, basketball analysis, I'm going.
Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies, I break down players, I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.